Hello there, fellow summoners. MaddogHT here, and I got a little different video for today. This one is Alliance Quest. So we've been running 7x5 for a couple months now, and this is day 5 of last week where we had the variant 1, and this has the Omega Red mini boss. And so this is the Vivified path. So first up we have this Longshot. You know, for me, I don't enjoy this fight the most just because I try to keep him to his special 1, which is really easy to push him to, but man, sometimes he will just go so defensive, and you know, partly due to the node that he has. It's called like heart attack, so if he has the pure and heart up, he's more aggressive. If he doesn't, then he's more defensive. And I've used like my rank 3 Guillotine 2099 on this fight a number of times, and I've timed out like right at the very end. You know, it's a rank 3 Guillotine, and I got to be careful with throwing certain specials and with the debuffs and stuff with Vivified because the power gain can get pretty crazy. But this week I brought in Punisher. So Punisher has a attack synergy with Guillotine 2099. And man, I'm really loving this guy. He is quite excellent. His power control is, I believe, to me it's underrated. So right now he's charging his battery, but when he goes into that overdrive and that battery goes into that orange mode, the power gain from that you get from the combat power rate as you attack is significantly less. And then here I waited till I got above 50 charges on the battery. No, 40 charges on the battery. It consumes 40, and it puts on that disintegration debuff that he has, which is actually doing some damage over time, but that also reduces the combat rate. I think it's by like 90%. So Vivified's coming into play there a little bit. But if you have overdrive and the disintegration debuff on, like the power gain is like nothing. So, but you can see like we're pushing 2+ minutes on this fight. But yeah, Punisher, boom, smacks him out. So I'm pretty happy. That's my rank 2 Punisher. I think someday soon he'll be going to rank 3. So next up we have Diablo. Again, it's got Vivified, and I'm trying to think of the other nodes that he has on him. I think it's related to his like concoctions and stuff like that. And for this one, yeah, the Toxic Rage and the Kinetic Brewing. So on this one you do have to be really careful. I still, you know, I think maybe I have Diablo as a 5-star now, but he's at like rank 1, level 25 or something. But so like when the brewing starts, you just need to be really careful because like the next hit is going to trigger his unstoppable. There it goes. And I'm not exactly sure when it happens after the L2, but like after the L, like when you see it brewing and it's finished brewing on like the next special and you counter him, it triggers the unstoppable. So you gotta be really careful that it's like right here, I think it's gonna trigger to that first hit. No, but sometimes I don't know. This fight isn't terrible. I typically will try to push him to his L2 and have him throw those specials you can just kind of get out of range of. And so there he goes. He goes unstoppable again. He can't get that iron skin, which makes him unstunnable. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just try to be really patient with this guy, because if he gets too much power plus degens plus his own personal poison, he can gain a lot of power fast and he can hit really hard. And yeah, so we do have also for this week we have Juke. So if you end your combos differently, you know, 5-hit combo with a light, 5-hit combo with a medium, keep on alternating, you build up those passive furies. I try to do that as much as possible, and sometimes I lose track of, you know, which I ended with. Typically I'll try to start, you know, with a light, and then know that when I'm at an odd number on the furies, that you know, the next time I have to end with a medium, or sometimes I'll switch it up. It just depends. But sometimes you know, when you get to 10, if you're not keeping mental track of it, you can really just lose all 10 of those really quick. So we finished off with Guillotine 2099. She is a monster for Alliance Quest. I love bringing her in. She's great. She's got that heal. She's got that Corvus survivability, where if you really mess up or whatever, there is the method. You can pause and time out, and then when you come back in, the cool thing about her is she'll heal if you've dropped under 15%. Now, Punisher 2099, he also heals at 15%, but he will not trigger the heal if he's already under 15%. So you got to get him above 15 to be able to trigger that. So here we're going in with Corvus against this Darkhawk, and I try to get the knockdown after I get close to a special 1, so that I can use a special 1 to knock him down again, because I don't want to use too many heavies, because that just uses up charges. And you know, this is day 5. I need to make sure I get all my my hits in with maximum damage. So I do get the auto block. We let the shield mode fall off. We hit him with an L1, so we do get the charge, because we did get auto blocked after his special 1. So that's my whole strategy, is get to a special 1 myself, knock him down, have him throw the special 1, counter it, get the auto block, and then smash him down with the L1. So now I'm working with at least 1 charge. So my damage output is better, and I'm just going to try to get to an L2. I try to keep him just throwing his special 1. I know I'm going to take some block damage. I know he keeps copying like my precision and my cruelty buffs, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. And you know, Corvus, I have him on the team. This is pretty much typically the only fight that I use him on, with the exception to an option for cleanup on the Omega Red mini, or you know, cleanup on the Apoc Boss if needed. You know, I tried not to use any items, and then this guy is just kind of the saving grace. You know, if you need to, you can get some damage in, time out if necessary, and just kind of rinse and repeat. So we do throw an L2. It doesn't quite kill him. I thought it was going to be closer than that. So we're going to wait out that shield mode so we can get maximum damage in and not get auto block, and then just do a full combo, kill him. So there we got 2 charges: the auto block, evade charge, and the tech charge. And now we're going back in on this Iron Patriot. So you can see we do run Sayeth Doom, and I wasn't paying attention on the Diablo fight, but I guess I didn't complete one of the prompts, and I got the Spectre placed on me. Not the biggest deal, but we're gonna go back in with Punisher 2099. I think this fight's pretty clean. I think I do get tagged once, but I'm gonna try to alternate my combos, build up those passive furies, and you're gonna see, like, once I get to overdrive, the power gain is less. Now, is it significantly less here? It's not significantly less, but it is definitely less. And you know, I'm trying to do the least amount of hitting while under the stun generally, just because Vivified, that stun gives them more power because it's a debuff. And but I also do have max petrify, so 30% less power while under the stun. And then you can see here, I did get to a special 3, and you're like, why am I not throwing the special 3? And I did want to try to get the disintegration debuff on, it's a little bit more tricky to line up appropriately because you have to have at least 40 battery, and I didn't. But we pushed him over his 15%. He regened, he got his power gain. Yeah, there's where I got clipped. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna fire off this special 3, and I'm in assassin's range. It might kill him. I think it barely doesn't. Yeah. And we just tap him over there. So, you know, Punisher 2099, he puts some good work in there on the Vivified lane. I know you can use like Quake and Magic and some other power control champs. You just can't power burn, and you can't power steal or power drain, but you can power lock. So yeah, or as Punisher 2099 shows, you can modify their combat power rate. So for this fight, I'm going in with Guillotine 2099. She just out damages Groot here, which this King Groot is really a big pain in the butt. The regen on him is massive. The power gain that he gets from Vivified is quite annoying. I try to keep him to throwing his special 1. I do put up a couple heavies on him so that I can build that combo shield protector, because I do not want to lose my combo, because if I do, my damage is severely gimped, and there's pretty much no way that I'm going to get back up to 100 hits on this fight. Now you can throw a special 2. I have found that if you do throw the special 2 and it sticks because he's in the regen phase, you will reverse a lot of his healing. But I found that you reverse so much of it because it's so big that sometimes I have trouble getting back up to special 3 in time, and I do want to end this fight with a special 3. You can see that I did fail a prompt and I got an armor break on me, and then there's an intercept prompt on there, and I believe I'm gonna fail that one as well. I tried to get an intercept there, he wasn't having it. And you know, with his power gain being so much, it's a little bit annoying to try to get in those intercepts, because the amount of hits that you can get in before he gets a power bar makes it pretty tricky. Oh no, I do get it in right there, and it was risky because he did have a bar of power. He could have thrown that special and whacked me. But yeah, as you can see, we got the other prompt up, and it's another intercept. So I'm just like, geez, come on. But I'm just trying to power away the energy damage that this rank 3 puts out is quite awesome. And I'm not really playing with those Furies too much, just because if you land a full 5-hit combo, you push their power bar up quite significant. And I try to minimize have him throwing the amount of L2s. So you're gonna see here, I miss that intercept. I just tried not to even do it, and I get the weakness on, which, you know, it's not ideal, but it's alright. We get King Groot under 5%. We finish off with the L3. We keep the combo going for the next fight. And yeah, Guillotine, she's just a beast. You know, the energy damage, I don't know that the energy damage it seemed pretty strong still with that weakness on. I'm not sure if it's modified or not. I don't know, we'll find out next. So this next fight we got Gwenpool, and I went into this fight and I was like, I should take this down and then I'll be ready for the Omega, and I totally forgot that you pretty much can't kill Gwenpool with a special 3 because of her SIG ability. Sometimes assassins will bypass it, but you can see there that I have 3 of the Sayeth Doom debuffs on me, which is not good. Here, because I'm gonna be armor broke, I decided that I would activate both of pre-fights to power steal and lifesteal so I can potentially get some healing back. But the lifesteal heal is pretty minimal to begin with, and then I got Spectre on top of that. So I do come in here with a couple heavies. I can get 2 off before I can't get any more of those combo protectors because I use all of my pre-fight, so you can only get 2 combo shields. And yeah, so we're gonna go and we're gonna try to get some healing on this fight again because we got Spectre on there. Can't get any willpower healing as a robot. Yeah, you can see like I'm getting what, 37 health per medium when I do the lifesteal. Yeah, something like that, 37. And then, you know, I'm trying to also alternate my combos again so that I can build up those Furies, even though it looks kind of weird to get those Furies. They look like weaknesses from the node that is on here, but that one was 39 on that steel. But it basically is going to keep me right where I'm at. I am going to finish this fight with a special 3. And what I did find out is even though the special 3 animation hits does not kill her, the damage from, I believe, the energy on the hit, it does kill her. And it does count, and it counts for carrying over that combo, which I was pleasantly surprised. This is something that I did not know. So you can see here, I throw off the special 3 under 5% health, gets her down to 1, but the energy damage that's tied to that special 3, 5k, it did kill her. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So later on when Omega Red gets open, I am actually going to start with 100 combo, which is pretty sweet. And I think I didn't even realize this until I was close to killing him, just because I thought I was going to be starting at 1. And yeah, so I got all of these crossfight abilities active from Sayeth Doom. Not something that you want to have on, but with this Omega Red, you really don't have to block much of anything. So you can see he gets to a special 1 pretty quickly. He gets the power gain from the node Conflictor, which basically once you get a debuff on, it consumes that and gets power gain. It's kind of like the opposite of Power Snack, where you gain a buff and they get power. Here it's you put a debuff on, they get power. So there I pushed him to a special 3, but I did have I did not use my pre-fights on this, so I can reliably do a decent power drain on my special 1, and I will do that a few times. And yeah, so this guy's got Death Touch on, so every time he's throwing a special, shortly thereafter, if you get touched by that, or if you get touched by the special, you just die. 100% instant death. So you do not want to get touched, and you want to make sure that you can kind of keep pushing him. I just try to keep pushing him to a special 1 because it's easy to counter, and you know, a special 2, he won't get the death field up, which, you know, as a robot, I don't really get too many death spores on me, but you know, if you're playing pretty aggressive, you can get some spores on you, and then if death field's up, you'll take some damage. It won't be too significant with being a robot, but I just try to keep him to the L1s. He's typically pretty willing to throw it, and so far I've been able to complete the prompts for Sayeth Doom, and yeah, we do push him to a special 2 with the Conflictor debuffs on there. That's okay. You can see I don't take too much damage here, and you know, you can bait his heavies quite often as well on these Omega Reds, but I feel like he's one of the easier bosses to take down. And yeah, he just keeps throwing that special 1. You go in your combo, if you can put some debuffs on him, you can get the extra power gain, which pushes him back to a special 1, and you kind of just repeat. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get back to a special 3, but we took him down. That's all that really mattered. Get the solo, move on, 76 hits, and that was with that weakness on me from Sayeth Doom. And just to note, it didn't look like the weakness reduces the energy damage, because I was still like that last hit, and on 79 hits I was getting like 5k energy damage, which that seems about the same as what I was getting on the King Groot when I didn't have that weakness on. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I'll have to recheck that at one point. But we do get off the Spectre from that fight, so now we just have one fight remaining with the armor break and the weakness. We're going to go back in with Guillotine to remove those, and we're on the pole path in section 2. So pole path, basically you do, unless you have a projectile, you do less damage, and then it has protection. So Guillotine is normally really great for this path, especially if she's already charged up. So mine is a rank 3. I think this one almost goes the distance with the timer, but I do end up being able to finish this guy off with a special 3, because once you get to 100 hits, man, you just start all of that energy damage bypasses the pole and the protection. So I'm trying to spam some L2s while I can. I'm trying to do the Juke node where I'm alternating ending 5-hit combos with mediums and lights to build up my attack as well. And yeah, those two combinations work out really well. And then I'm getting some good RNG on the Sayeth Doom. You know, basically anything other than intercept, I would prefer. It's not that I can't intercept, but when I'm in AQ and stuff like that, like if I don't have to try to intercept in a specific time, like I'm not going to do it unless I just kind of in the rhythm of the fight. But I try to limit my intercepts, just because, you know, if you mess up trying to intercept, it's a lot easier to mess up to try and intercept versus getting off a parry or block baiting, you know, a heavy, or, you know, just keep pushing them to a special and retaliating against that. So try to, you know, mitigate the risk that I'm going to take. And yeah, so the one thing to note with the protection, I believe it's a 4% protection. If you're at 5%, that protection will protect them from dying. And so there, I wasn't at an L3, but I got one more block, pushed me to an L3. He's at 1%. This will kill him. This will carry over the combo for the next fight, which is nice. And I believe I was saving this for the Omega Red mini boss, which I didn't end up taking because we didn't have guys take notes down before I went to bed. But that's fine. We have other capable guys in our BG, but I generally steal so many of the minis and the bosses just because I'm pretty active and on the ball as far as when stuff opens up and whatnot. So on this one, we're just gonna, I think the rest of this line, we're gonna go in with Punisher 2099. Let's just kind of show off his power control ability. So you can see right now, nothing special, but once he gets this battery built up and we're at 100, the amount of power, so let's see, we started at like 15, 16 hits, and he was just under a special 2, and you can see, and plus I do have max petrify, so while under the stun, 30% less power, but I've already hit him 20, still not even, there we go, I hit him like 25 times, and he gained like no power, which is pretty awesome. You can see how much power he's getting while I'm trying to do these 4-hit combos, parry 4 hits with a light, so that way if he evades on that 4th, I can easily dash back. But 3 out of those 4 hits give 30% less power gain because of my masteries, and then the overdrive is limiting that power. So the amount of power that Spider Morales was getting was significantly reduced. And then I believe I'm going to try to get above 40 battery and then hit the L3. It's going to put on the disintegration debuff. I believe I do throw this. And there's this, I have to throw a special attack. I think I was waiting as long as possible. There we go. We throw it, we get the perfect damage. Now this is only going to do like 4% because of the protection, but that's fine. But you're going to see we're going to put this disintegration debuff on him. It's going to be ticking, and then look at his power rate again. If we can get hits going, like the amount of power that he's getting, even while overdrive is not on, is significantly reduced, which is pretty awesome in my mind. And we finish off with a special one. So 2 minutes of fighting, and it was pretty simple. He didn't evade a lot, which I was trying to get all his evade charges gone, but anyways, now we got Ghost. Ghost has Limber on her. She's more defensive. She's got pull, all that stuff. And again, we're going to show off the power control with Punisher 2099. And you can see that I do have these intercept prompts on me, 2 of them. I believe I complete 1 of them. Because this node has defensive, man, she was just not having it for doing, like, I was trying to dash back and then I just get hit right there. So like, no, that's no good. That is no good at all. But yeah, because she's so defensive, it's hard to get intercepts in and get them in reliably and cleanly. So yeah, I do think I get one right here coming up. And you can see, look at that power gain on Ghost. It's nothing. It is absolutely nothing. I don't get either one. Oh, and this is one thing to note. If you have a double prompt, it only counts for one Sayeth Doom debuff. I don't know that I've encountered that much, but I had 2 intercepts. I didn't get either one of them off, but I only got Spectre once. I didn't get a Spectre and an armor break, which was nice. So I didn't realize that until after it happened. Normally I complete the prompts without too much problems, but yeah, two intercepts with this one, it just wasn't happening. And so now I have the Spectre on me, and I believe so I complete that, and we're getting close down to where she's almost dead, and I believe I'm gonna get her down to like nothing, and we're just gonna dance around a little bit. So this is nothing, too exciting, but I'm just trying to get some extra heal, just because she's defensive. She's just gonna kind of dash in, dash back, dash in, dash back, and we're just gonna try to get some healing. The healing is pretty minimal, and I should have just killed her, but I do this occasionally with the Sayeth Doom. We use it on day 5. I think it's definitely the easiest modifier among Epic to deal with, just because you can get willpower healing off of it, which is really nice. So I was like, that's enough of that. I'm at 50%. We kill it. So we get that one done. Now we got Howard the Duck, and we're gonna go back in with Punisher, and we're gonna get some healing from the Spectre. This one again, pull. It's got protection. It's got the aggression armor, so if you don't hit him, he's going to build up all those passive armors. And yeah, you're going to see again the power control that Punisher has when he's in overdrive. When he's in overdrive, the amount of power that the opponent gets is so little, and it's just super awesome, because all you got to do is get the overdrive. Now you can be throwing more special ones to charge up the battery. I think in this fight I end up throwing like 2 special 2s. The special 2 does consume some battery. I just barely didn't get up to overdrive there, but that's okay. And again, I'm using Juke to my advantage, alternating combos, 5-hit combos, ending in light, ending in medium, ending in light, getting those passive furies, because those do really help speed up the fight quite a bit. And here, now we're in overdrive, and so check out his power. So he just threw a special, he has almost no power, and check out his power bar. It just wasn't moving. Granted, we killed him so quick, but it just doesn't move very much, and it's pretty dang awesome. Last up, we're going up against Rhino, and we're gonna go in with Punisher 2099 again. It's got pull, protection, I think it's got like a adaptive, yeah, so it's got the physical and energy resistance buffs that he'll be getting. Now you do need to be careful with this Rhino, simply because if he's far away from you and you're a smaller defender, he has a higher chance to go fully unblockable along with his unstoppable. You can see the one thing that's like, you know, so Sayeth Doom, you get intercept on Rhino, it's just like, meh, I'm just gonna ignore it. You can get the intercept in, but you're gonna get hit, and I just felt like it wasn't worth it. So we're just gonna get that. We'll get the armor break on us, no big deal. That's gonna enhance the willpower healing that we'll get. And we're just gonna try to stay nice and tight and close up against the wall on this guy, because being nice and tight, he can't go unblockable. And we're gonna keep pushing him to his specials. And you're gonna see right now, I think we're about to go into overdrive. We're at 96. No, I do throw the special too. I thought I put him into overdrive. Maybe it's towards the end again. I put him into overdrive. And then the power gain that he gets is just nothing. It's just nothing, and it's awesome. So Punisher 2099, I think he's a pretty underrated, underutilized tech champ. There's some solid tech champs, but I think he's grown on me, and he might be my next rank 3 now that he's awakened on the tech side, but we'll see. I do have a Warlock that's sitting at rank 1, but he's unawakened, and I have a rank 5 Warlock, so we'll see. I'm kind of hoping that I awaken him, but even Warlock at rank 3 unawakened is pretty solid champ. So yeah, we're just about to hit him. Yeah, so we didn't actually get into overdrive for an extended period of time, but there we take out pretty much that full pull path and do that with Punisher 2099. We walk up to Omega, 16 hours left in AQ, and the next thing I know, 5 hours, 10 hours go by. Been sitting there, nothing happened, nothing opened up overnight, so we're going in. Our last path is the one where if you crit, you take damage. What is that one called? Spiked armor? Yeah, spiked armor. So I go in with Guillotine. I activate I think both my pre-fights because I want to try to heal and power steal this dude while I can. I do have the 100 combo still that I gained on the Daredevil fight, so this fight will go pretty fast, and I want to try to end with a special 3 where possible. And you can see again, I get the intercept, 2 of them, I get one off right there, and I believe I get the other one off here shortly. Getting some dexes off of this Yellowjacket. So there, boom, I do get smacked. I'm like, crap, man, that's no good. And I do not want that Spectre on me, because if I trigger the healing, I want the full heal, and Spectre is going to mitigate that quite a bit. And boom, I do get that off pretty much just before the Sayeth Doom expires. And we still do have our combo up. But we don't have, we don't get the regen in this fight simply because I use both of the pre-fights, both those charges, and I'm trying to just get him into the 5% range. He's at 6%. There's no protection or anything here. This is definitely gonna be more than enough to kill. And we take down the Yellowjacket, and then next up it would have been a Void, but my line mate down here, Bill Annihilator, he he took him out. He was the one that took out the boss, the Omega Red boss, and he actually did it with his Kingpin, which is pretty cool. He did it with like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 seconds left. And then we're going in, so we're charged up, and we're going in with Guillotine. Under 15%, boom, heal right away. This just shows like how nice that ability is for AQ. Get under 15%, you know, so timed out, you get low health, you go into that next fight, and yeah, you get that big heal. And so I do mess up and I end up blocking that special one, and I'm like, crap. So I do throw off the special 2. I didn't really want to throw that because I wanted to get her to special 3, but I didn't want to get stunned and risk getting stunned. So I throw off the special 2. We do take that aftershock damage, and we don't keep our combo. So we're going into this Captain America fight. Cap America, World War II. It's got spiked armor, enhanced bleed, so enhanced bleed doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to use my pre-fights, and you're going to see how you can use Guillotine's heal to your advantage. So I'm just going to fight this as normal. I'm not going to crit. I do need to get an intercept in again. I get the dex off, and you know, we're trying to get in an opening where I just push him over a special one, then he throws it, and then we can get the intercept off. And I think I try here, and he goes to block. I'm getting a lot of defensive AI here, which is not good when you're needing to intercept. Get it again. I'm just like, come on, man. So I'm just waiting. Boom, there. We get the intercept with him dashing in on you. It's a little bit more risky, but just kind of feeling it there. And yeah, we're gonna build up to a special 3, and you know, we probably could have thrown a special 2 and got back to a special 3, but that's okay. And then look, 2 more intercept prompts. I'm like, come on, this is just, Kabam is trying to get me killed with all, you know, having to intercept, and with these more defensive AI is just it's just annoying. So he's just over special 1, so I'm gonna try to get him to throw a special 1, do a couple hit combo, dash back. Okay, we got an intercept, so that was good. And then we're basically gonna try to do that one more time, I believe. And I'm trying to take some block damage. So here we go. We're gonna do a couple hit combo, dash back. Oof, just get it before the Sayeth Doom. And then he's almost dead, but I'm almost at 15%. I want to get to 15% because I want that big full heal. That's gonna help be having that heal, to all that health to start on the Apocalypse boss. So there we go, boom. We get that full heal, we let it all heal up, and then get a couple combo in, 5%, go for the L3 kill. Now we're all ready for the big boss man, Apocalypse. 100 combo, pretty much max health that you can be once you are triggering the 15% regen. I got all the way up to 55%, so it's a pretty good heal. 15% to 55%, 40% heal. That's pretty nice. So we walk up to the boss, we wait for all the other notes to go down, and when we come back in, my buddy Mirage Turtle, he has War Machine on his team. Oh, no, sorry, he didn't apply the War Machine pre-fights for this one, but I will show day 3 kill after this, and it has the War Machine pre-fights. But so for this one, we're just going in, we're gonna try to beat this dude down. We didn't use any of our souls, so we can power steal if needed with the special 1. But my whole goal here is, while I do try to alternate my combos with the Juke, I don't keep it in my head well enough to where I manage it for the whole fight. But we're just gonna try to push this guy to a special 2 and keep him at the special 2s, because the more special 2s he throws, I'm more comfortable getting full dexes off and taking no damage, versus the special 1s where I can fully dex the special 1, just not very consistently, and I can do the dash, block, dash, method as well, but normally I'll go for the double block and the dash on the third beam. I feel like that's just the safest, but for this apocalypse, you block a lot of stuff, it's gonna take a ton of damage. And even though I do have the heal, you know, I'm just gonna try to minimize the damage. So here I'm block baiting him, and he just starts pounding into the block. We push him back to another special 2. And man, just Guillotine's damage output is just nutty. And right now I have been playing the Juke. I got 8 of those Furies. I think I do mess up and drop my Furies coming up. Yeah, right there. So I lost track of which one I had done last. But yeah, we're gonna do shorter, or we try to do some shorter combos here and there. But here he throws off his special 1. We do trigger the regen on this one. That's okay. We're already back up to 50% plus. Block, block, block. 2 blocks and a dex. And we do a draft back intercept. Smash him with a special 2. Look at all those. Each one of those hits was taking 5 to 6k energy damage, which is pretty dang awesome. And here we're going to block. No, he wasn't going to have it. He goes and throws his special 3 or special 1. I get 2 out of the 3 hits. Blocked. Pretty low health, but we get the solo. Yeah, so that was day 5. We got the first Omega Red mini, the Apocalypse, all the fights in between, 13 million points, no items, pretty clean run. And yeah, AQ's done. That's the best feeling. Day 5, AQ is done. So here's just another little bonus. This is Guillotine with 3 of the pre-fights from War Machine. That basically helps build up your armor and give you some energy resistance and whatnot. And we're gonna go in again. We're around 50% health. We're charged up. This one is the day with the cascading failure modifier. So if you crit, you get all those debuffs and whatever on you. Well, Guillotine doesn't crit, so here we're gonna block dex. So it's taking about 14k, 1400 per block. I think on this next L1, he's gonna throw. I'm gonna do a dex block dex. I'll only take 1 of those 1400 damages, and then from there on out, I'm pretty certain I just keep pushing him to his special 2. And that's what I want to see, because I can easily just do a double dex, stay close to him, and then a triple dex dash back. If you stay close to him, the timing on that triple dex for the balls is a lot more lenient than if you're far away on the screen. So definitely I recommend learning how to stay fairly close, and then once that gun starts firing, just triple dex back, and pretty much a guaranteed clean untouched dex. And yeah, being untouched on Apocalypse when he's throwing those big specials, and they can put out some pretty decent damage. It's a beautiful thing. So we get off another special 2. He's gonna throw his special 2. We're just gonna kind of keep cycling. Again, this does have Juke, but you can see I'm not really paying attention to the Juke that much. I only have 1 of those passive Furies. Yeah, this is a pretty clean kill. I believe I don't even get into the regen phase. I only take the little block damage from those 2 special at the very beginning, and everything else is just special 2 evades. But yeah, hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of what I do for AQ. Guillotine is a monster, particularly for this variation. Love to use her against Apocalypse. She does great against the Omega Red mini boss. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll throw out another variation or 2 as we come through map 7s, and I don't know, map 8 just around the corner, right? Yeah, so there we go. 100 hits. Got to the 200 hit count. Go to the combo. 12 million points. Thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.